show?
I don't know. We got tons of topics. I put tons of topics up on the board this time.
So we can all agree that Mortal Kombat.
They are gay. I got them from an AI where I tried to. The AI was like, "What is your show about?" And I was like, "It's about a communist, a secular redneck, and a autistic gay office worker, all on one show, looking at the world from the outside in, from the dark heart of Mississippi."
Yeah.
And this is what they thought we should talk about.
What is deadlock?
Deadlock.
What is deadlock?
So deadlock is
I know what deadlock is. I mean, I'm just saying, what is that referring to, though?
It's a game about
okay.
It's a game about a gay autistic office worker, a communist, and a secular redneck.
I like how before you explain it, he was like, "Okay,
yeah, I know what
he
that.
knew
Yeah.
immediately.
He just didn't know it was a game before. Now he knows it's a game.
Yeah, I know what the word deadlock means.
Have you guys really not heard about deadlock yet?
No.
It got announced yesterday, so it's kind of understandable, but it's a big deal.
Oh, wait a minute. I know something way better than deadlock. What's that, like Dustborn? Have you guys heard of that?
Dustborn? No.
Oh my god. So,
why do you sound like a teenage girl talking
Oh my
about
god!
Oh my
because it's
God.
really funny.
Don't make fun of him.
It's literally like they call it like an adventure game or something. Yes, there it is.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, and it's all about like diversity and
Yes.
like dialogue choices and like yelling at people for microaggressions.
Pause there. Pull up the character design.
Is this by... Okay, I have two questions. Is this by the people who made the new Saints Row game?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, is this by the people who made Life is Strange?
I don't think so. I think that they're
Patrick,
they
I
might
want
be
you to
independent.
use a little red arrow, and I want you to point at each person like one at a time, and we're gonna judge books by their cover.
Okay.
We're gonna guess each one of these person's gender, like what their gender is gonna be in the game via their looks.
Okay.
All right, we're assuming everybody.
We are assuming the fuck out of their genders,
we're
bro.
committing macroaggressions.
Like they literally had a thing where like you would hit a button like a quick time event and like shout someone out for like having a racist microaggression or something like that.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
God. Wait, why is that not like a tongue-in-cheek game? Why is there not a tongue-in-cheek
it's
game
not a
about...
tongue-in-cheek game?
No, this is like on its face, dude. This is real.
Yeah, this is real.
Oh.
This is real.
face value.
Yeah. What about a tongue-in-cheek game about microaggressions that where you're just the world's biggest annoying asshole?
Oh, could you think you could get Seth Green in it?
He would do that. Okay, this left guy, he's brown.
Definitely he, him, right?
Yeah, it's a he, him. That's a he, him, brown man. I bet one of his legs is like fake or something. It's like not real.
So he's disabled?
Yeah, he's disabled in some way. Either that or his eyes. He's wearing glasses. He's probably got...
I bet he used to be like a mercenary or something.
Nah, he's like a failed office worker.
He's a Muslim.
You know?
Failed office
Yeah,
worker?
he's a Muslim. Oh, I bet he's a Muslim.
All right, gay or not? I'm saying gay, look at the chest hair. That is a gay man's chest if I've ever seen it.
He's like a daddy. He's got like a dad bod, but like the yellow shoes are the only thing that's making me be like, yeah, he's gay. Like a straight man wouldn't wear yellow shoes.
I disagree. A straight man going through a midlife crisis might. And look at his graying hair.
Oh, he comes off as a midlife crisis type of man.
Yeah, I think he might be a brown Muslim with some sort of minor disability.
Okay. Yeah, brown Muslim with minor disability, straight brown Muslim.
Yeah, because remember, none of these are going to be a straight white male.
Yeah, straight.
Because that's the enemy.
Straight, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. This character is basically just Eric, except for not a Nazi. So he just all the other stuff.
Middle Eastern or Muslim, but okay.
So next blonde person.
That is a he, him,
that is a
person?
they, them, thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
That is a non-binary person, right?
I was about to say, yeah, they, them, non-binary.
You'll notice they are disabled. They have
a missing
arm. They have a missing arm.
All right.
They have a Star of David around their neck.
And I'm going to go ahead and say...
It's not, but you know it's going to be some like version of a Star of David for the story.
So
I'm going to say albino,
Jewish
too.
coded?
Yeah, Jew-coded, albino, disabled,
non-binary,
they, them.
I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
hot, honestly. Kind of definitely the one that's most attractive.
She, her, right?
In the middle one, that's a
she-her black lesbian for sure. 100%.
Dating the fat one.
Mm-hmm.
Black bi.
Yeah, sure, she's bi.
Yeah, she's probably bi.
They can't have them all be the same, yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm feeling Cheetah Pattern Girl has got to be the lesbian of the group.
Oh, duh.
Oh, yeah, she's for sure the big butch lesbian.
Do you like her Marvel's belt buckle? It's like
that Marvel?
No, it's like a fucking what's his name? Deadpool. It's like a Deadpool-esque
yellow Deadpool face. I can't
she has
see
a
it very
game
well
over
from here.
shirt. She's a gamer.
I bet she's a weeb because she has thigh-high socks.
Yeah, that might be true.
She's like 500 pounds. Like she's huge.
Yeah, she's like 6'5".
That's okay. Body positivity.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's part of it. That's why they made her so thick.
So, but guaranteed they go by they them, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
That's a they them. If not a he him, they might go by he him.
Oh, and she's also
just-
asexual. No, she's asexual, but not aromantic.
Nah, dude, that's this one right here.
Yeah, that's
The
the asexual.
robot.
Yeah, the robot is
Yeah.
asexual. He's gonna be like the
Asexual robot.
He's autistic. You know, he's
Yeah,
like
'cause he's like a robot.
Yes.
he's autistic. He doesn't understand sex or people. He's representation for people who do not feel like humans. That's 100% what he is.
I like how they just ran after 4 people. They ran out of types of humans.
I just want to point out the little cat robot because
Yeah, what do you think?
Everyone's got every person who isn't a straight male has to like cats.
Exactly.
Also, it probably chimes when it hears microaggressions from a crowd.
I
or
guarantee
something.
you it's like an alarm clock or something.
How do you think it purr? Like, what do you think they do to make it purr?
It clicks its little toes, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's gross little toes. I hate that.
I bet the way it kills people is like via like a saw to the head. Like
You're under the
it,
impression that
buzzes
like action
above their
happens in
head
this game where like
and then
people
comes
fight
down.
or something.
She has a bat.
I'm not entirely convinced that.
Yeah, she does. She has a bat, dude. They've got weapons on them. I mean, surely.
I'm not
Oh,
seeing
they're
anything in
banned.
these screenshots that's suggesting that there's a lot of action in this game. They're trying to give
What
you
about
like.
that right there? Boom, sow.
It looks like they're.
Sow.
Zao? Huh? Oh, okay. There's.
Boom, zow, kapow, pink. Oh,
So is there like a
God.
fighting mechanic
Look,
in this game?
they're fighting.
I think it's.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm not
should
sure.
we just watch the trailer of
Yeah.
this?
Oh God.
Editor Patrick, pull up the trailer.
Yeah, editor Patrick, pull up the trailer. Let's just skip forward to where after
Oh,
we've seen
Jesus. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
We chase the ghosts in the mean machine. We are the ghosts of this machine. Bouncing back along a severed line, chasing echoes of an older rhyme. This town's in a ghost town state. There are ghosts out walking late.
Holy motherfucking shit, dude!
For the demon inside of you, sending shadows of a darker
Got it.
we're all close between time and reason, tracking echoes from another season. This town's in a ghost town.
We need to stick together. We need to be a crew. We're on the run from people with space guns built into their fucking arms.
This town's in a ghost town state. There are ghosts out walking late. You want one more?
That combat looks so bad.
It does.
There's no weight to
But I
it.
don't think
There's
this
no
is a
impact
game.
frames
This is
or
not
anything.
a game about the combat.
Yeah, but there's no impact frames. Like
I
somebody
wasn't
didn't know how
convinced
to.
that there even was combat, even though she had the baseball bat at first. Oh, he plays
this,
the triangle.
this is definitely
oh
a
my
preachy
God.
at you
Of
game.
course he
The
does.
robot
I mean,
plays
you're gonna
the
hate.
triangle.
You would hate this.
I will play this to laugh at it. If they sell this for cheaper than $60, I'll buy it, and then we can talk about it on the show.
Nope, guaranteed $60. It's on PS5, dude.
Oh, there's a raccoon, dude.
Who made it? Go back. Who's making this?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Red Thread Games.
What else have they done?
Draugen.
I don't
Never
know
heard
that
of it. It's published by Quantic Dream. Spotlight by Quantic Dream. Detroit Become
Detroit
Human.
Become
they
Human.
funded Detroit Become Human.
Oh,
and Heavy
it's-
Rain.
All of his games, it looks like.
David
okay.
Spade.
Yeah, Lynch.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, David Lynch and all of his games.
Mm-hmm. He's just publishing though. He's just giving them the money to let.
Of course, because he's a social justice.
Yeah, he
man.
loves all that shit.
He does. He really does.
It didn't look that bad. It just looks like a game that's going to preach at you, which I know you hate, and then you hate it because it's about woke shit.
Okay, I'm normally fine with woke shit for the most part.
Are you?
Like,
Are you?
It just. I'm against anything going all the way overboard.
Did you like
You know?
Life is Strange?
Never played it.
I
Okay.
did not like Life is Strange.
I did play Detroit Become
That's
Human.
the one with the bitch who, like, you can shoot her and stuff, right?
Pretty much most games, but yeah, that's right. You're thinking
yeah,
of the right
that game where you can shoot that bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
the one where you have like a little spirit that like follows you around.
No, that's Beyond Two Souls.
I like that one, but I didn't.
You just liked it because Ellen Page was naked in that scene.
I don't remember, but I like the ghost guy. I like fucking around as
Ghost
a ghost.
boy?
Yeah.
I never played Beyond Two Souls. It's David Firth makes some good stuff, but I have never really delved into any of his games.
David
deeply.
Firth?
The prison one
Yeah.
is
He made
super
that?
good.
Yeah,
Salad Fingers.
yeah, that's him.
Really?
Yep.
What was that one with
Huh.
when the prison with the two guys in prison?
A Way Out.
Yeah, A Way Out.
A Way Out's a lot of fun.
I love A Way Out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you have to use teamwork to get out and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has a great twist at the end.
Yes.
Yeah,
Don't say no more because it actually does hurt the game for this to be ruined if you haven't played it before.
it does.
Okay, well, I
However,
haven't,
most
so.
people watched Game Grumps play it, I think, and that's
That's too bad.
yeah. I
That,
think it's
that
really
is a
gotten ruined.
game where you should absolutely experience it with no.
Yeah, Kira's never played
Nothing.
it and doesn't know anything about it. I might play it with her. I own it. I've got it.
I played it with Aaron. It was super fun.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Which one did he play?
He ended up as the fatter guy.
The fatter guy. Okay.
Yeah, I think I was the guy with the beard. I want to say
I've been playing Deadlock
the
because
guy
I got
who looks like
invited to
Mike from American. If you know who I'm talking about,
it. No. What is American?
pull up Mike from American editor Patrick. There you go.
Patrick, also bleep that out. You can't say that. But
I don't even know what he was referring to. Was it
Eric.
Okay, yep. He's going to make it sound like I said something racist there.
Yeah, of course, because that word isn't racist in Mississippi. I understand. You live in a fucking
He's such
bubble,
a liar,
dude.
Audience. Don't believe him.
Don't believe him.
He's in control of the beeps.
He's controlling what we say. He's editing it around to make it seem like we're saying other stuff. Me and Will are actually perfectly normal people.
Are you guys worried about monkeypox becoming
Nah,
like a big
that's like
thing?
that's a
mean-
sex thing, right?
No, it's monkey pucks. Monkey pucks. You're thinking of something different.
Monkey cucks, Eric.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
no,
my
no. I
bad.
mean, like you can only get monkeypox via
You're thinking of AIDS.
sex. Like it's an STD.
You're thinking of
no,
AIDS.
like it's an STI. Like
monkeypox
that's-
is an STI?
Yeah.
No,
that-
it's like chicken
yeah.
pox. You
No,
just
it's
get
a-
it from like.
It's an STI because like it's very prolific in the gay
Who would
community.
fuck a person with monkeypox?
Apparently, a lot of gay dudes because it's very prolific in the gay community.
Maybe just don't have sex while you're sick. 'cause-
Why are gay people so gross?
No, hold on. I'll look it
They've
up.
all got
I'll fucking look
AIDS
it
and
up.
monkeypox and shit, and just fucking killing each other. Welcome to AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
I'm monkeypox.
And
I mean, I'm
today
Will.
we're going to talk about the incredible amount of violence amongst the gay community towards each other. They're some of the most ruthless of all societies.
They're sick, honestly.
they're all
just
sick.
They're sick.
They're sick.
Yeah. Would you have been scared to live in the era of like big AIDS, like as a gay man?
So like the 80s?
I don't know. I don't know when that fucking was. I know there was
I
a
think it was the
time when
80s.
there was big gay and big AIDS, and then like when Rent was made and shit. Would you have been scared to like live in that time frame?
I think Rent was written a little after the fact. It was like early 90s or something.
Well, yeah. What do you
but-
expect the dude that has AIDS to write fucking like he's got AIDS? He's not gonna write a fucking play. He probably feels like shit.
I guess.
See? Wait, did the guy who wrote Rent get AIDS?
I don't know if he had AIDS or not. I think he might have just had friends who had AIDS, but honestly,
I
I don't know
was
the guy
wrong.
who wrote it.
About what?
Monkeypox.
Yeah,
Okay.
we knew that.
Yeah, yeah.
There are two types of mpox, clad 1 and clad 2. Both clads can spread through direct contact with infected wild animals through close contact, including intimate or sexual contact with a person with mpox, and through contact with contaminated materials.
Yeah, it's like chicken pox, dude.
Yeah,
can get it through,
close
like,
contact,
touch.
touching objects, infected animals.
So if it's transmissible through touch, it's transmissible through fucks.
Would you have been? Yeah, exactly.
So what- What's
You know,
the big-
like Duh.
What's the big what, Will?
If you have a cold and I fucked you,
Dick.
I'll probably get the
Okay.
cold. Okay, it's not that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, just because you can get it through having sex with someone does not mean it is an STI. It has to be exclusively through having sex.
You ever
with
gotten
someone.
an STI?
No.
We've been over this before.
No, thank God.
Yeah, I got mono one time.
Mono's not an STI.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It's considered an STD. It's not like I don't think it specifically is, but it's on the list.
Like
that
kids in middle
it's
school
called
and
the
high school
kissing
get it all the
disease.
get it all the time because you can get it from swapping spit with someone.
Yeah.
It's not exclusively
cl-
through sexual contact.
No, it's not. I
If-
mean, like
and if
me
you
and
like-
you have given each other mono several times, but we've never had sex.
There's an HIV that like
connected
one
through
in,
saliva. So then that would be like if you cough and someone breathes in some of the droplets, you could get mono from. them.
Yeah.
So it
Did
doesn't
you know
actually
that
require
like
direct
1 in 4
contact.
Americans have a certain type of HIV? Yeah.
HIV?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not talking about HPV?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of HPV.
What's HPV?
It's
Human
herpes.
papillomavirus.
Herpes.
No. Human papillomavirus is warts.
Yeah, which is a
could be
type of
genital-
herpes, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
No, herpes has 3 forms. A herpes simplex 1, herpes simplex 2, and herpes simplex
I'm amazed.
3.
We've already been over this once on
Yes.
the show. However, I'm amazed
Cold
every time
sores,
how you
chicken
know
pox,
this.
and then the last one is the herp.
Since you've never gotten an STD, I'm amazed you can just rattle that off at
He's
any
had
given
good
time.
Well, because
Sexual
I paid
education.
attention in my fucking biology classes. Yeah, like I know how this works.
Nerd!
Oh, HPV is the most spread in the gay community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because everyone can get HPV. I have HPV.
So do
It's
I.
not, it's not uncommon.
So is Noah.
It's not a very big deal.
There was that. We did an episode where everybody on this podcast had HPV.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
You probably have it.
You probably
likely.
do, dude.
Especially if you've drank after us before.
If you want to rub up on this real quick, I can give it to you.
Oh yeah, I've drunk after Patrick.
So yeah, you probably at least have a dormant strain of HPV because it's normal.
Yeah.
It's not very intrusive. If it flares up, you can treat it. It's just not a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's not spread through toads. Toads do not have the human papillomavirus.
That was a real thing, wasn't it?
People thought
that
warts came from toads because toads are
dumb.
warty.
That's so stupid. You asked me earlier what Deadlock was. It's Valve's new game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they haven't made a game in ages, but they just released the beta for Deadlock, and
I
it's
guess
like
some employee got really excited about something.
I guess so.
But
I
that's
mean,
how
like,
they develop their games. Is they don't like their leadership doesn't necessarily just come up with ideas.
mm,
Everyone working at Valve can just work on games whenever they want.
I thought Valve stopped making games years ago.
yeah, that's what everybody said until this.
It's just how their business model works. Is that their main thing is running the Steam store.
Yeah,
But
selling
like,
other people's games.
if from my understanding in their office, if you want to make a game, just make a game.
I can tell you right now, Deadlock's going to be huge.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
It's
I
a
do.
Valve
I mean, is this
game.
Deadlock with a subtitle Half-Life?
No, it's Deadlock with the subtitle. It's Overwatch, but a MOBA.
It's Deadlock, but it's Valve that did it.
Yeah. I know. It's not going to be your type of thing, but competitive like esports people are going to be all
And
over
if
this.
Valve handles it well, which historically Valve handles their shit pretty well,
Yeah.
it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Well, they did handle their shit pretty well. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I
if you like
mean,
Team Fortress, do you like Team Fortress?
I don't think
Never
you can
played it.
say that like
Okay.
sarcastically and then look at them being the #1 store.
Well, they didn't have games to
Yeah, but they
handle.
don't make games.
So they didn't
What are you
handle
talking
their
about?
games
They're still
well.
they handled Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike 2, Team Fortress.
I don't know if
got
I'd
a
say
new
they handled
update.
all
Counter-Strike
games
too
made by
well.
people who
Hold
haven't
on.
worked for
Team-
Valve in like 10 years. What are you
Pause.
talking about?
Team Fortress just got a new big update.
Cool, great. I'm glad they're still supporting that 44-year-old game.
And
Like,
what did they do? Put more hats in it?
Portal
Yeah,
just got they just let this cool Portal mod come out that they consider like canon or whatever.
That's
like-
pretty sick.
wow. I again, that's
You-
great.
They
that
dropped Left 4
they
Dead
made
2
a
I
new
servers,
level.
though.
I like how
And
you're
Counter-Strike
just
2
so
is just-
dismissive, but like I have proven objectively that they still do shit, and you're like, no, they don't. La 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 la.
Counter-Strike 2
no, they
is
don't.
just Counter-Strike 1.
That's-
Left 4
that's
Dead
your
2
argument.
servers are just fucking dead and no one's playing it. Team Fortress 2 hasn't had an update that meant anything besides more hats and things to buy since 10 years ago. I mean,
You
like, you
haven't
can be
seen
like,
recent
yeah, they put
news
these
then.
new updates up, but it's not anything anyone wants in the game
These
or
are-
cares about.
You know, less sarcastic here. These are all just updates and tiny little like bits and baubles for games that were made 15 years ago by people who don't even fucking work there anymore.
And what about Dota 2? They still upkeep that.
Do they
Upkeep.
really?
Yes.
keep.
What
You're
do you
still
want them-
talking
what do you-
about old
what are you
shit.
fucking every other game industry is
They don't
upkeeping
make
some other
games.
bullshit. Blizzard upkeeps their old games.
And they
Ubisoft
come out with a
upkeeps
new
their
one
old
every couple of
games.
years too.
But they have
Even
a
though their
different
quality's
business
going
model
down.
than what Valve has.
I'm just saying they don't make games anymore, man.
They made
But they're
Half-Life
really
Alex.
making a new game right now.
Okay, look, I'm saying that they have not made games for a really long time. Okay.
This goalpost moves at
Let's
such
see.
a fast rate.
Let's look up when the last time they put a game out was. Counter-Strike 2, 2023. Aperture
Excuse
Desk Job,
you.
2022. Artifact Foundry, 2021. Half-Life Alex, 2020. Dota Underworlds, 2020. Artifact, 2018. The Lab, 2016. It looks like they put out a game every 1 or 2 years, Eric.
And I haven't heard of any of them.
Yeah, you
But
never heard of
object-
Half-Life Alex?
I've heard of Half-Life Alex,
But
but what are all these
objectively-
things that aren't like, what about everything
Counter-Strike 2?
Counter-Strike 2, as you just said, is
It's
just
just
Counter-Strike 1.
Counter-Strike, yeah.
no,
it
get
is.
out of here. Objectively, you have been proven wrong.
It literally replaced
Honestly,
Counter-Strike Global
that
Offensive
doesn't
on their
matter.
store.
That's
Might
a
be
new
coming out-
game. If you
It is not.
If you can consider every new Call of Duty a new game, or every Battlefield a new game, or every Sonic a
The
new game,
downside
or
here is
every
you
Mario
can't
a new
buy
game,
the old one anymore. They replaced the
you
old
can't
one
buy
with
the
the new
old
one.
Skyrim anymore. Bethesda replaced it. I'm
With
not saying
what?
it with Skyrim Legendary or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's the same thing as that. Yes, it's basically that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not considering every new iteration of Skyrim a brand new fucking game. Bethesda has only made one shitty game in the last 10 years, and that was, whatchamacallit? The space one.
Starfield.
Yeah, space
Yeah.
game.
Oh, you're not counting 76.
Space Gum. Oh.
Why?
Did you guys play 76? You seem like the
No.
type of people that would.
What's
my
that supposed to
wife
mean?
bought it for
You
me.
really like Fallout, and Eric will play anything.
Well, my wife bought it for me, but there's a big problem.
Yeah.
It's an MMO, or not
Yeah.
an MMO, but it's like an always online game, and I really
Yes.
just don't play those. I don't play with other people online all the damn time. I just don't care for it. I like a single world that I can come back to over and over again, but that's a lifestyle problem.
Yeah, you work more than you can play.
Yeah, so if I play a game, I need to be able to pick it up right where I left off and not worry about other people fucking up my shit.
Do
Yeah,
you
which
do you
is why I
guys
like
have
strategy
any
games and
lifestyle
RPGs.
games that you play at the moment?
What do you
Define
mean?
a lifestyle game?
Lifestyle games are games that are specifically geared and like marketed towards people who like work a job and then they take care of things and they come home from work and then they play something every day. Like
I feel like that could be
Counter-Strike
lots
is
of
a
things.
lifestyle
Diablo
game.
4.
Diablo 4 is a lifestyle game. Yeah, there's games where it's designed for you to put hundreds of hours into it and play it for like maybe 2 hours a day.
Yeah, you can pick it up and drop
And
it
put
back
it down.
off anytime you want.
Counter-Strike, Dota, League of Legends, there's tons of
I was
them.
playing Helldivers too for a while.
You were, actually.
I don't play anything online multiplayer at all.
Then I don't think that are lifestyle games honestly always like, I guess not.
I mean, you're
Bethesda
suggesting
games.
like-
what you're saying is they've switched now to live service games.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I have never played a live service game except
So what you're asking is, what's your favorite live
War
service
Thunder.
game?
I have played War Thunder, but that's fucking free and they give you a shit ton of stuff. I gave them money just because they gave me so much free game.
Mm.
Like, I was just like, yeah, I'll pay $10 for like some extra cash or
My
something.
dad played that a little bit. and
It's fun.
it is. I played like an hour of it.
It's all right. The aviation's easily the best one.
Yeah, like the planes are super fun and all that. The only reason I don't play it, even though I liked it and it, hits all the right boxes for me, is just because I don't have time.
Yeah.
You can play a quick match and all that kind of stuff, but you gotta it's not a game I can pick up for 2 hours and then pick up again 3 months later and be at the same point I was, because I don't remember any of the fucking controls.
Yeah.
I'm just getting shot down all the time. I don't know how to
My niece
do
was here
anything.
while I was editing, about 4 episodes ago, really.
Mhm.
And she was sitting right behind me while I was editing,
Mhm.
and she was listening to the podcast, and she said 2 things. She said, 1, I don't know how this show doesn't get taken down just based on the content of your discussions.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah. and 2, that one guy keeps saying, "Nyo," repeatedly. Can you take Lightning McQueen and put Lightning McQueen on the screen whenever he says "Nyo"? Nyo. Because you
Like,
say, yeah, because you say, like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 times in like a 30-second time frame.
Say 5 times as fast as you can.
You know.
Put a bunch of race cars going by.
Just put reverb on it and make just race cars passing by.
All right, now Editor Patrick.
Yep.
Because I love putting you to work.
Oh, thank God. Finally.
It's time for our Cyberpunk segment. Go ahead, play the theme. Microsoft has decided to bring ads to Windows 10. You remember the start?
The fuck do you mean bring ads to Windows 10?
So you know the start menu ads that Windows 11 has?
Yeah, these things where if you hover over it, it's right there.
You see that?
Oh, those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bringing it to 10.
So they're retroactively fitting their old thing with more
Yep.
advertisements?
More advertising. Yeah, because people are like, I'm not getting on Windows 11. They're constantly feeding me ads. It's kind of strange, isn't it? I mean, like, if
You're
you
going
know
to be
what you're
dreaming
doing,
of ads, Eric. We're going to have dream ads.
if you know what you're doing, you can turn those off. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying most people can't do that.
Yeah, no one wants to go through the trouble.
Yeah, I
Also,
could do
who
it in
uses
like
the
less
start
than 5
menu,
minutes.
honestly?
I do constantly. I use the search bar. I don't use the start menu.
was
Start
gonna
menu
say.
sucks. The search bar though.
If
If
Yeah.
you're
search bar's
using
pretty
your
good.
computer for like work, then yeah, you would use the start bar pretty regularly, or at least the search bar part, because you need to like look up files on your computer.
Yeah,
and
I
shit.
haven't used the
All
start
I
bar
need
in a
is the
long time.
Google tab
The Google tab's all I need.
and my bookmark bar.
I like how if I pull it up, then like
depends
the
on what you're doing.
AnythingCast is here for some reason. You're not gonna play Deadlock, obviously, but Will, you might be. Into
I still
it.
don't
Yeah, I
know what
might.
the fuck Deadlock is.
I told you it's
As
a,
far as I know, it's a dressing up fairies game.
Tell
like
me
you
it's-
haven't said
it's
anything.
a hero shooter MOBA. So it's like League of Legends
Yeah, like
or Dota.
imagine this. Imagine like you got me, you got him. He's on the other team.
That's
and
right.
Then, like we both come outside of like a force field, and then we see each other. We go bang, 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 and I go ultimate power, and then I shoot him, and then I go bang, bang, bang.
and I slice you with a katana.
Yeah, and then like
Okay.
one of us dies, and then respawn, and then like one of us pushes.
But it takes like 6 minutes for him to respawn. So he's just
Yeah.
kind of waiting by himself.
You
And-
know, that's fine.
in that time, he's pushing an objective up to me.
I guess like that's all good. Like I played Defense of the Ancients back in the day.
Yeah, it's that, except for you're playing third person
God.
Overwatch.
What did you play on an abacus? What's that?
Yeah. I actually, I guess it was actually the precursor to Defense of the Ancients. I played the modded Warcraft 3 stuff.
Yeah,
Where
old
you could get
Dota.
into where you could get into online matches and they'd have like the towers and stuff, and I was just like, damn, somebody put a lot of work into this.
Yes. Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
took over the internet there for a little bit. Dota
Mhm.
was like the biggest game in the world for a while.
Yeah, but that the mid 2000s was like my experimental time with playing online shit by myself with random strangers.
Hmm.
And while no hate, I just don't care for it that
Mm.
much. I didn't then, and I really don't now.
Is it the other people, or
well,
is it
I mean-
the pressure to like succeed in the eyes of other individuals?
I just don't feel invested.
Yeah, that is a thing with you in video games. You need to be immersed in something.
Yeah,
I feel like you're the dude who smokes weed and then plays Skyrim for 6 hours.
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the last time I was really seriously playing online multiplayer games, it was because I personally knew everyone involved,
That can be fun.
and that was Borderlands 2 specifically.
So not
because-
PvP, just PvE.
Yeah, my ex girlfriend and my little brother and me could all play at the same time, even when
Mhm.
we were in different places. So that was the last time I seriously played online multiplayer in a video game. And yes, I do prefer PvE. I'd rather work together with my friends to smash bad things than, just constantly compete.
You played Ragnarok online, didn't you? Aren't you one of the few people I know who played Ragnarok?
No,
No,
I
that'd be
bel-
me.
I know you did. I know you did because we played it together.
No, I think
Yeah,
you
we
tried
did.
to
Thank you,
show
baby.
it to me, and I got past creating a character and lost interest
Yeah,
immediately.
you said it. I remember you said it was like another game you had played because you and your ex-girlfriend. Your ex-girlfriend played a lot of Korean MMOs,
yes.
and I remember you were like, "Oh, it's like Fly FF or whatever."
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Uh,
Dragon's Nest. That was
Dragon's Nest. That's what you said. Yeah, you
Mhm.
said it's like Dragon's Nest, and I was like, "Yeah, kind of." I guess.
one. Yeah, I appreciate it for what it is. That's fine.
But as far as PvE games that are not PvP centric that you can play with a bunch of friends,
Mhm.
that was the one that we got really into. Me and Will and all our friends, we all started playing Ragnarok, partied up,
Mhm.
and then just roamed around the map killing stuff.
and that could be fun. I did play World of Warcraft when it first came out with 2 or 3 friends, and we'd talk about high school, go
You're
back out, quest together for a bit.
Hunter player, aren't you?
No, I started off flat warrior.
Oof, God, even worse. Jesus.
Just because I like the good old fashioned sword and shield crowd, you know.
Then you went druid.
And
or shaman. I could see you going shaman too.
No, I think I actually did fuck with hunter after I did warrior, and maybe shaman too.
Yeah, shaman's so great. Why did they make shaman too?
I don't know what shaman is.
A shaman. It's a
shaman,
class.
dude. It's a real thing.
Sorry, I was poor. I didn't play WoW.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, around that time, same. I watched my neighbor play it because we didn't have any money.
Yeah, and a real world of shaman is just it's
a mystic,
mystical like religious leader.
Oh yeah. Well, I know that.
Shamanistic cultures.
I thought we were talking about
like
different games again.
They were like the ones that were the horses or the bulls or whatever.
Oh, the cow guys.
Yeah, cow guys, and then they had like totems and shit.
How can I not remember their names right now?
The Native American dudes.
Yeah, exactly. They were your people, Will.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, orcs and
Patrick, put up some Tauren Rule 34
and trolls.
There's got to be
we're
a
all
lot
shamanistic people.
Oh,
there's got to be.
There's
different races had access to different character classes too, because like
WoW is too popular for there not to be a ton.
Like elves don't have shamans, you know, they just have like sorcerers. And
At the beginning of the game, when WoW first came out, Taurens were the only race that had shamans.
In WoW, were you a Ford or were you a Chevy guy?
In WoW,
yeah, were you a Ford or a Chevy guy?
Yeah.
Did
I was a Chevy guy personally.
Chevy automobiles or Ford automobiles?
Correct.
Yeah.
For the Ford.
That's what they would say.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
I think Dark Elves were Ford.
Dark Elves were not. Dark Elves were Chevy. Orcs were Ford.
Oh, okay.
Trolls were Ford.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Orcs,
Tauren were Ford.
Tauren and undead.
Undead are the most Ford motherfuckers.
True.
Mm-hmm. And then humans, dwarves, gnomes and
everybody
dark
remembers
elves
fighting
were alliance.
the
Chevy.
The Dodge Lich King.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, Ford.
Okay.
All the way, every day.
All right.
Disgusting.
You were a Chevy guy.
I was a Chevy guy.
Who wants to play as a human in a fantasy game?
I play, yeah.
You basic bitches.
Yeah. Me and Will have that like appreciation for humans in worlds where there's like another
where they
thing.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, okay, humanity, fuck yeah.
The idea of like the average person surviving in this wacky world is cool. It gives a very Alice in the Wonderland type of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to explore like, you know, different cultures and experiences, not just be
I do too, but only in bed.
But whenever it turns out that those different cultures are just things in the real world, but it's like the Star Wars monoplanet situation.
Like trolls, and it's like, oh, what are they? They're just blue, tall Jamaican guys, and you're like, okay, well, have we really come up with a new
or the cow guys?
Trolls are Caribbean.
They're just Apache
Taurens
tribe.
are Native Americans.
Orcs are black.
Yeah, I guess kinda.
That's what everyone complained. Well, that's what I've seen people complain about is that they're black coded.
Humans are white. Dark elves are
okay. How about we just start screaming about microaggressions while we're at the same
not
time?
Not black coded in the way like they're like
Gnomes are
stereotypical.
Irish.
It's just that people are like they're black coded and that's a problem because you made them like the evil faction.
No, they're not.
Yeah, and World of Warcraft
Anyone who
is
says
one
that
of those
clearly
things.
doesn't actually know anything about the lore of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Because orcs are not evil.
They were
They've
in
been
World of Warcraft.
manipulated
I
into being evil
thought they
before.
were evil.
Nah, they're like
no, that's Lord of the Rings. Orcs are evil. Warcraft's orcs are just people.
Yeah, they're cool.
They can
too.
be evil, and they can be like the reason they met the humans in the first place is because they were tricked by an evil demon into invading their land.
They usually have the moral high ground too.
Yeah,
Orcs
honestly,
generally have it, and then like the humans are always like.
Humans are a little eviler than orcs in Warcraft on the whole.
Yeah,
Like-
humans are always like, well, you're an orc. I'm not going to listen to you.
of
Humans
course-
are racist, and then orcs are always right.
And of course, the humans are the white people.
Of course, that's what I said. They are 100%.
Like the humans actually have all of the normal races humans have. You can
that
choose their
was
skin
not a
tone.
thing for a long time, if I recall.
No, I remember you could always change your skin tone.
Could you? To be black?
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
Black? Are you sure? They had black people in World War. Why would anybody want to live in a fantasy world and still be black? That's all. I mean, I just don't believe you.
Well, I was already explaining that to you guys just a second ago. Why the fuck would I want to be my normal human self? No.
Look,
Give
if
me-
I was black, I'd
make
agree
me
with
7
you.
feet tall, give me tusks and a mohawk, and send me on my way. I'm good to go.
D&D has made like orcs.
Yes, I have.
Latina?
I have. Yes, I have seen.
Latina.
Latina?
Yes, orcs.
Latin?
They have
Hispanic?
changed
Latinx, whatever the thing is.
Latinx. Yeah, they have changed orc lore in D&D 5th edition to make them less microaggression-y. And now they are like they're now a tribal people, a Hispanic tribal people that are like have a rich culture and heritage, and they
in fairness, I think this is only one world. I don't think this is like.
I think it is too.
Like that. I don't think this is.
Did you see Rainbow Six Siege yesterday announced that they're putting a person in the game with a wheelchair?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Pull it up. Pull it up right now.
I'm not kidding.
Okay, I'm being completely honest. Anyone who is in charge of hiring my police, security, or military forces, the very second you hire someone with a fucking wheelchair,
we protest.
I am firing your ass immediately.
Here you go, man. There he is.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's
is he just a data technician?
I don't know. Nobody knows yet. He's not been like. He doesn't had like his trailer come out, but yeah.
Are you gonna get?
Wait,
to
is that like a playable character?
Yes, it's a playable character.
I will start playing Rainbow Six again.
Just to play the Rainbow.
You know how bad I want to shoot people in a wheelchair.
I wonder if he can like.
I wonder what he can do. That's an interesting admission you just made. You said you have any idea how much I want to shoot people in wheelchairs? Yeah, that's that. Of course.
Imagine.
I look at them and I'm just like, how
like,
dare your legs not work? I'm gonna murder you.
Imagine looking at like a fully functioning operator and being like, bang, and now you're like,
oh,
me.
You meant you would be the person in the wheelchair. You said it as in you want to kill this guy repeatedly.
Oh,
yeah, you said I want to kill people.
You said
in
I want to
wheelchairs.
kill people in a wheelchair.
Yeah, you
said you want to kill the dude in the
who have
wheelchair.
wheelchairs.
Not be the guy in the wheelchair and then kill people.
Kill people being in the wheelchair.
I want to be the guy in the wheelchair killing people.
Yeah,
yes.
the combat there.
How does he go up walls?
How does he go upstairs?
He's gonna have a grappling
hook.
hook.
My god, how does he go upstairs? Fuck me, there's so many stairs.
Oh my god,
in that game.
the maps are gonna be handicapable now.
Look, dude, like this is like
if they do that, like Rainbow Six is just burning itself to the ground.
This is like a way more extreme version of that argument about like trans people in the military, where it's just like, first off, don't give a single fuck, totally fine.
Yeah.
Second,
but if they could do it,
depends.
But if they can do it.
Well, of course, yeah, they have to be able to fucking do it. You know, they have to be able to do all the things everyone else can do. But the only reason I would see barring them in any way, shape, form, or fashion
is because they're ugly and they gave everybody a horny.
The issue,
one or two. There's two issues. They either make everybody else horny or they're ugly, and then they just.
The only issue is
everyone.
if they require special medication, like some sort of like special hormone therapy or something like that regularly. If that were true, then I would never use them as frontline soldiers because it's a liability.
Yeah.
I just want to say the only issue I see about the wheelchair person so far
is that you want to kill him.
Is how they pass the basic run test.
I'd say they failed it, actually.
I guarantee you he's going to have like two robots that fight for him, and he's going to be like epic hacker man who is controlling two robots.
Are you not actually going to move around in the wheelchair instead?
Probably
you're just going to control a robot?
How cool. It would be so cool to be in the wheelchair, and you're like going up to like you're grappling. You got grappling hooks in the wheelchair, and you're going up the side of a building. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, does he have to stay outside in most maps?
That sucks.
I feel like this is either retarded or pandering.
Oh, it's both.
Pandering for sure.
It's like it's
both.
This is just.
I mean, it's like oh, we have this game about super duper pooper scooper SWAT guys all practicing into each other. Who else do we need? We need the paralyzed hacker guy.
This is the same kind of pandering
that happened,
just on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Did you get a guy next with no arms?
Yeah,
he just doesn't have arms. He does everything with his legs.
Just get a paraplegic guy.
This is
that is a paraplegic guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean quadriplegic? Yeah. They just keep going. One of them's bedridden. It's just guilty gear.
He has no eyes. No, he's blind. He's deaf. He has no arms or legs, and that's like
he has seizures. And that's how he controls their robots.
Yeah.
He flops around constantly, having a seizure, flopping constantly. He looks like he's ragdolling.
This pandering is the same kind of on par shit as Donald Trump saying he goes to church or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, this is pure pandering. None of this is true or good idea. Like, you're being idiots. Disabled people are fine, dude, but read the definition of disabled. Like that you
can't be in SWAT.
I don't hire a man in a wheelchair to do runs for me.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you know, it's that he can do a fuckload of other stuff.
Well, I mean, this was
now you're just making it stupid by purposefully making him do something he would not be able to do.
This was predated by the wheelchair, the combat wheelchair in Dungeons and Dragons, which I'm sure you've heard about by now.
I feel like I have heard of that.
You haven't heard about this?
I have not.
There was a huge thing like 6 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, where D&D dropped a combat wheelchair for disabled adventurers.
Honestly, I'll be honest.
That's a little bit better,
That's a little bit better.
Dungeon delving in a wheelchair, you can't go upstairs.
D&D, in fairness, like the Hasbro like thing is, this is for everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
Like I wouldn't say Rainbow Six is marketed necessarily for everyone.
And it's a fantasy world with
every single race and every type of human being in that game.
You got a point.
Yeah, there is an operator for everybody, even down to like pale white men from Alaska.
And now paraplegic people.
Honestly, if they can just get one more person that's just like brain dead or something.
Just get a straight autistic person.
He goes around biting the other people.
His gun's made out of plastic.
Oh my god, yes.
He's
oh my god, you lose a point if you shoot him on the battlefield.
He's wearing like a bright vest. The whole thing is to not shoot him.
You have to put up with him all day without murdering him.
He's constantly running in front of you and trying to like get you to shoot him.
He can steal your grenades and play with them.
A Nerf gun.
It like takes stuff off of you when he passes by to like play with your empty magazines
I'm
or something.
breaching this wall.
Oh my god. Awful.
He has like a rubber sledgehammer.
He's got like a rubber mallet. Yeah. His breaching pack just like shoots out confetti. Like everything he's got is just toys.
C4.
Yeah. He's constantly playing with a little drone that you play with on your phone in the game.
Yes.
His whole thing is just he plays with his phone the whole time.
Instead of a drone, it's like 5 minutes of Roblox.
It's the whole game through a Roblox filter, so everything looks like Roblox.
There's just a grown man sitting cross-legged playing Roblox in the middle of the battlefield
with his headphones on so he doesn't get overstimulated.
Yes, exactly.
Then when he kills somebody, he stims out real hard, like waves his arms, like stands up and does that.
You know, I have a cousin who loves Roblox. He's a little autistic dude. That is his favorite thing.
Every kid I know now plays Roblox.
Every autistic kid I know plays Roblox.
Hell, even the non-autistic kids play fucking Roblox. Apparently, it's just free and it's on your phone. You know,
and you can find porn.
Yeah,
you
can
the
find
new
porn.
Babysitter of
a generation.
Yeah, everyone's kids are growing up on Roblox.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up on Newgrounds.
We did.
And Congregate.
I don't know what Congregate is.
It was just a place that had video games on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Roblox is publicly traded now. There's a stock for Roblox.
I heard of that.
Yeah. You want to see? Let's see how much Roblox is worth at the moment.
All right, Editor Patrick, put up our theme for stock assessment.
The stock assessment theme?
Yes.
All right. Roblox is currently valued at $44.12, which is...
that is way better than I thought.
Yeah,
That's better than GameStop.
It is up. Let's see.
In fairness, Roblox isn't dying.
It's up 66% in the last year.
Did you see that? The Nintendo guy, who
Reggie?
Reggie left Roblox, or not Roblox.
Left Roblox.
Reggie left GameStop's board of directors.
Really?
Yeah, he said they would not listen to him.
Oh well, that's a good reason to fuck off, I suppose.
So he was on the board of directors.
He was either advising the board of directors
GameStop?
or was on the board of directors.
I thought Reggie worked for Nintendo.
He left Nintendo to work for GameStop.
Did he really? I didn't know that.
What a career move.
Yeah. Also, board of directors, you can be on multiple boards. So if you're a board of directors guy, that just means you go to one meeting every 3 months.
He was either on the board or he was a consultant for the board.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, I bet Reggie could retire and just be a consultant for the rest of his life.
Yeah. He was done with Nintendo.
My lobby is ready.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Does Reggie seem like a nice guy to you guys? He seemed like he comes off as a nice dude, like when the cameras are off.
Like if I'm in front of Reggie and like we're just meeting at like a gala, I bet he's a fine guy.
Yeah.
But like if I meet Reggie on the street and I'm like, hey Reggie, I bet he's an asshole.
Yeah, he just pushes you away because he's like 3 feet taller than you.
Yeah.
He's a massive man.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's funny seeing him and like Miyamoto on stage.
It's
together.
fair. It's fair to say though that everybody's taller than Will first off, but Reggie is like big even by like Eric's standards.
Yeah, he's taller than me for sure.
Yeah.
Easy.
He's big. You think you could take Reggie in a fight?
Yeah, I can take him.
That depends.
I'll pull out my little paperclip and I'll stab him.
I haven't practiced
Rusty
fighting.
paperclip style.
I'll climb him up like he's the fucking Titan from
Attack on Titan.
nah,
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of
Ah, there we
Colossus.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
I think those are called Colossi. But
That's
okay.
a Nintendo game, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Like Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
made
my
by
favorite Nintendo game.
It was
made
a
by Reggie Miyamoto himself.
pretty sure it was cross-platform.
That's
but
his last
anyway.
name, right? Reggie Miyamoto.
Reggie. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
I actually remember it being very specifically on PS2.
What were the
for a long
fucking
time.
chances the new CEO of Nintendo would be named Bowser?
Is that real?
That's real. That's real. The new CEO of
I think
Nintendo,
look
his
for that.
last
They-
name is
Nintendo of
Bowser.
America.
They said
Yes,
you're
Nintendo.
not.
Of America?
I bet you that when
That's
they
not a Japanese name, just to be fair. That's a guy here in the States. His name is Bowser.
There he
That's
is.
the guy.
God, he looks
Yep.
so capitalist.
Yeah,
He looks
well, you think?
Kind of normal, to be honest.
He looks like a politician or
Does
something.
he? Does he look normal?
for what he's doing, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he
He
belongs
fits-
there.
Yeah, he fits what it looks like he's doing.
He looks like Bruce Willis.
God, he does.
That looks like Patrick. Put up the picture.
Yeah, please
of,
put that picture up because, like, seriously, that could be Bruce Willis in
Yeah.
a few years. Like,
I thought Bruce Willis was dead.
no,
Bruce Willis
is
is sick. He's not dead.
Oh, he has dementia, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got.
He's old.
No, he's not even. It's not even because he's old. He's just got some like brain disease that's given him like early onset dementia.
Oh, that sucks.
I know it's super sad,
Well,
but
he's not old. He's like in his late 50s or something.
Oh, what?
he's in his early 60s, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's old.
But he did
pretty
all
old.
those shitty movies, and everybody like gave him shit for being in all these shitty movies, the like
Mhm.
Chinese, Steven Seagal-esque movies.
Oh,
He
Lord.
did like 30 of those, and then everybody was like, why is he doing this? And he was like, yeah, I did all those because I'm getting sick and I can't remember my lines or do anything anymore. So I had to like make a lot of money really quickly. So I just took all these like terrible movies, and now I have to retire and live off of this for the rest of my life because I can't remember anything anymore.
Yeah, luckily it seems his daughter's taking like good care of him.
She
and stuff.
is.
Okay,
But
well, that's cool.
it's sad though.
It is sad.
Bruce Willis, dude, fucking
Yeah.
Die Hard boy.
He was such a serious actor, too.
He was a lot of fun in Pulp Fiction too.
I heard he's a little bit difficult to work with because he can be so serious sometimes, but not in the worst of ways.
How was he
Just-
when you worked with him? Did you guys get along okay?
I think he punched me a couple of times, but
That's
I will
par for
say
the
that I
course.
deserved it at
Did
the
you?
time.
I
I was
he-
making
Eric
some,
was trying to break into his trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to take pictures of his head and
What
you
for?
know, my collage.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
I have a massive collage of strangers' bald heads, and I figured, his would be literally a shining peak.
Makes sense.
You know.
What about Mr. Bowser?
That's one for my collection for sure. Look at the way the light shines off
Would
the
you
top of it
spit
right there.
shine Mr. Bowser's head?
If I was getting paid for it, yeah.
Would you give it a big old hock tui?
Haktua. Yeah.
What was? Why
I
did
think I
that
would.
girl? I can't believe that girl got as famous as she did for that one thing.
Because that's just the brain rot world we live in.
It really is clown world. That's the clown
Yeah.
world.
It's
shit.
amazing to me how any small bullshit action can just be like lashed onto and become
and
this.
just skyrocket
Yeah,
you into
dude,
like the
anything.
mainstream media.
I
What do
feel
we
like
got to
I've
do to
probably
do that?
seen someone with a Haktua shirt on at this
We
point.
gotta
I
be-
definitely have.
we
They
gotta
sold
be
at
hot.
Walmart. That one, okay, we do have to be hot. We're all not bad looking, so we could do that. We can go with that.
Yeah, we're all right.
Eric's gonna shoot a politician, so that's gonna
That would
work.
get us there.
That'll get us there.
That will
Still
get
not
us
going to do
there.
that. Nope.
Nope. Will
Which politician did you say?
Nope.
I believe it was Donald Trump.
Nope.
If I recall.
Did not say that. Nope.
Yeah. Next time he comes to the airport, if I recall, I think that was his.
Nope.
In Minecraft.
Yeah. The
Oh, in Minecraft? Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to sneak up onto him and kill him in front of his family.
How were you guys'
Minecraft.
aspirations different when you were 18 to like compared to today?
Oof.
Like, what did you want out of your life when you were 18, and then compare that to what you want out of your life now? Like, how different are they?
Pretty different.
Yeah, pretty different. At 18, I probably wanted to at least have moved out of the state by now.
I was gonna say, you can see like the gears turning in your head. You did that sentence so slow. You were like, I probably wanted.
On my list. Yeah, probably like at least have been moved out of the state by now. But now I kind of just want to hopefully survive into 2040.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that we're supposed to experience a big upheaval by then,
Yeah.
either via climate change or something other.
I still had hopes and dreams that were very different.
Yeah, I had hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of all of us.
I kind of wanted to be like an actor.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and I would not have given a fuck what kind. Like, you know, stage actor, screen actor, or voice actor. I'd have been fine with any of those.
Patrick, put up the SpongeBob meme that says, "Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams," but replace it with the AnythingCast hopes and dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was what I thought. And I went to college and studied, you know, theater. You could tell that worked out.
Yeah, that definitely worked out.
That being said, though,
It does make you very good for a podcast.
it does.
Yeah. It's a shame no one listens to it.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Hey, don't diminish those 30 people.
Hey, you guys are the best.
Admonish,
Thanks.
not diminish.
You guys are the best. Thanks for.
How would we
thanks for
diminish
listening.
them? Make them tinier?
By not
Being mean
celebrating
to them and
them.
making them seem small.
Is that what diminish means?
It would
Yeah.
be. It would like to diminish someone would be to like make them seem less important.
I thought that was admonish.
No, that's just like punishing
Again-
someone for
Yeah.
doing
I
something.
don't know how to
I-
speak fucking
I know
English,
words.
dude.
Get fucked. How about that?
You guys do know words better than me. I don't fucking know. I got a shitty vocabulary, dude. My vocabulary is dog shit.
Because me and Will read books.
Yeah, I don't.
Ooh, yeah, I read. Stupid.
Like
Stop making fun of me for not being able to read.
I still buy books occasionally
Stop.
just to read for fun, and they're usually about like history or something. So, yeah.
Don't shove that in my face, Eric.
So I'm in an NFL draft at work.
So anyway,
Yeah, your dreams at 18.
my dreams at 18, yeah, that was that. But nowadays, I did finally, after working all of the worst kinds of service industry jobs, which is just any of them, I guess. I just ended up working all of them. I finally got back together, you know, with an old ex-girlfriend, and we got married not too long afterwards. And now I actually found a new calling when it comes to like taking care of animals.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually fits. I took the empathy and shit that I used to use to read scripts and relate to characters, and I use it to relate to these little fur balls that can't speak English because they need someone with a lot of empathy to understand.
And that's
what
your
the problems
aspiration
are.
now?
Yeah,
It's
now
like-
my aspiration is to continue expanding into like animal care. I'm not even opposed to going back to college and taking some veterinary courses.
I like how Will's is like, I just want to survive 2040. And yours is like, yeah, I want to like get better at animal care and stuff. You
I
know?
want to like start a new career. Well, I have started a new career, you know, and I'm making more money than I did in the old service industry. It's still shit, but it's, you know, better than it used to be. And I feel more fulfilled in life now.
At 18, I definitely wanted to get out of Mississippi. That was like a big one of mine. And I
Man.
definitely wanted to be out of Mississippi by now.
I was kind of ambivalent towards it because I liked living here. Like, physically, I just had a lot of issues with some of the, you know, grittier groups of people.
I like living in an urban environment. Like I just prefer to live in an urban area as opposed to a rural area. And
I like the peace of rural.
I find the hustle and bustle of an urban area to be peaceful.
I
find
like
it to
being
be-
around. I like the convenience of everything being nearby.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I do like living right on the edge of an urban environment. So
I gotta
could-
tell you, driving 40 minutes to get anywhere I want to actually fucking shop or anything like that is for the damn birds.
Well, it'd be 45 minutes on the bus if you lived in the city, though.
That's fine though.
Yeah. Or like a 10-minute walk. I'd like to live somewhere walkable.
Yeah, I'd like to live in a walkable city.
Yeah. When I went to Portland, I was like, this is it. This is where I want to live, you know, because you could walk everywhere.
Or
you
like
take the bus.
Gallenberg or Pigeon Forge would be another good
Yeah, that would be fine.
They're like fine walkable cities.
Yeah, I like my situation where I'm right on the edge of town to where I'm technically county and I got my trees and my lake and shit, so I can be as rednecky as I want outside. But the center of a decent town is still only like, you know, 5 minutes outside of my normal grasp, so I still have instant access to like grocery stores and shit like what you're talking about.
If you consider
So
that
it's
an
best of
urban
both
environment,
worlds.
I really don't. I really don't consider that I mean, like,
not
I'm
like
talking
a
about
true
like
city
Memphis,
environment. No,
you know?
yeah, we don't have a lot of big cities here in Mississippi.
No.
I think the closest you have to any kind
Jackson.
of city is Jackson. Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, I'd be just fine, like living in like a place like New York or something.
Yeah, living in New York in an apartment complex with like 700 other people.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, me neither. I'd love that. That'd be cool. Oh, I mean, you wanted to be an actor, Eric. Were you not going to go to New York and like live in an urban environment?
Honestly, I think that that part kind of is what kind of soured me a little bit on it too, because I realized like my only opportunities were going to be in places like, you know,
LA
New
or
York
New York
City, LA, Chicago. Like these are places where you can get acting jobs that pay a living wage.
My biggest
You
issue,
know.
because I think all three of us probably at one point had aspirations of acting of some kind, right?
I definitely
entertaining.
Yeah, entertaining of some kind, I
did. I
guess.
took theater classes from 7th grade.
Because I would have
up
loved to be
like
on Broadway, for example.
a junior in college.
But then, like, you realize by the time you realize you'd want to be on Broadway, like someone like us,
Yeah.
it's way too late. It's way too late because you should have been practicing like at 6.
You have to like live near it
Because,
too.
and this is the main factor. This is why I say that, because no one in the industry.
Exactly. You have no opportunity.
Yeah,
You are not rich. You don't know anybody, so you can't pay your way in. You can't ask a friend to get you in. You have to be, and you're from Mississippi. You have to be the cream of the crop, the best of the best that you could produce, and you should have done that at 6 years old.
Yeah.
6 years old. Your parents should have done that for you.
Should have been like a Chinese like kid
it's
playing
too
piano.
late for you if you by yourself realized I want to be an actor or whatever, and you're in a state like us and you're poor like us. It's too late. I'm sorry.
Because it's not
There
the
are-
50s. It's not like Morgan Freeman anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
like there are examples of people who were in like their latter stages
But that's
of
like
life
the
who
lottery. That's
picked it up.
literally the lottery.
Yes, and also you make a very good point about the contacts, because even in college studying theater, we, and this is a very smart thing, had a class specifically about getting work, like paying
Yes.
jobs in theater. It was a class about like building your
doing
resumes
stagehand
and stuff.
shit, dude. Just
And no,
being there.
stagehand shit was its own separate thing.
yeah, but that'll get your foot in the door.
It will. That's why everyone needs to be like they say if you want to be an entertainer, you basically do not stand a chance if you're not a triple threat. You have to
Absolutely.
be able to sing, dance, and act. If you
Yes.
can't do all three, don't even bother trying.
Yeah.
And yes, having the secondary skills, like in order to like do backstage work, like set construction, lights, props, even costume making or anything like that, that can also get your foot in the door. But the biggest thing, no matter how good all of your college work was, and this is what the fucking professor said directly to my fucking face. They were just like, all of this, if you do all of this perfectly and come out here with like straight A's and all that kind of shit, that's going to be at max 20% of what it takes to get a job in this field.
For sure.
It counts for very little. And the vast majority of it is knowing people.
Yeah, that's 50% of it.
Yeah.
50% of it is knowing someone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason like actors' children
The other
get to
bit
be
is
actors.
like luck, time and place, like, shit like that. It's like scattered for that last bit there.
And
But
like all those stories, like
surprisingly little of it is
Harrison
skill-based.
Ford, for example, was like a waiter and then he became an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all those type of stories, literally the lottery. There are
Yeah, that never really happens.
100,000 other Harrison Fords.
Don't ever
work
expect you to be the
bullshit-
next Bill Gates or Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Don't think that that's going to be how this goes down.
It's
Okay?
like that was just like a thing with the 60s and 70s too. Like you could work like a small job and then people would give you a chance to do, because like acting wasn't seen as like this thing that would make you like not a star, but like there were so many things where it was like, yeah, you're not really like a star if you're like in a Western movie. You know, nowadays, if you're in any movie, then you can look it up on IMDb. You're famous. You know, it's just
Unless it's one of those independent Christian films.
yeah,
Then
which I watched a few of those yesterday.
you're basically just going to fall off the face of the universe as soon as the company that made that movie goes bankrupt, which it will.
Yeah, like what's his name? The guy who played Hercules,
Oh,
Kevin
God.
Sorbo.
Did he go on to do Christian
Yes,
movies?
that's what he does now. He's in every Christian movie.
Uh,
Kevin Sorbo is in every, and he's always playing the secular like science guy.
oh, Lord.
I wanted to be
the
a
straw
musician.
man, you mean,
Yes,
for
exactly.
their shitty arguments? Yep.
I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to be in a band.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'll just learn a bunch of instruments, right? And then I found out that at 18, I don't know anybody in the music industry, and it basically looks exactly the same.
Your only option, and see, actually, the shitty thing is I would consider the music industry even worse than like the acting industry or the
it's very comparable, but
any other media industry, because the problem with the music industry is that their publishers and contractors are absolute sharks.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yes, they are very predatory in the music industry.
And
they will drain you of every single drop of blood and throw your corpse to the side and never think about it again.
Yeah, like I think famously, for instance, like Kanye had to come out with an album, and the only reason he did it in the first place was basically spent all the money they gave him to come out with the out.
Oh, like, Vultures.
Some shit like that.
About Vultures.
Yeah, Vultures.
Yeah.
Like the whole album was about how he had to make the album for money or some shit like that.
It's an awful system. It's rigged to hell, and it's definitely against the entertainer.
Yeah, that's really what they paid for or whatever.
Pissed off
but
about
like
Kanye getting a raw deal at this point.
Oh,
but,
not at this point.
Still.
But it's the example I can think of.
Did you guys hear the new news about Kanye?
Oh, what's Ye been doing now?
He's his doctor's been giving him nitrous.
Yes, he's addicted to nitrous oxide.
Yeah, he's constantly on nitrous.
I don't believe for an instant he wasn't just telling the doctor to do it.
Well, but the doctor's responsibility is to doctor, not drug deal.
I do not for an instant believe Kanye West went to a real doctor. This guy is a doctor as much as like
he's a Hollywood doctor.
My friend is a Catholic priest.
Yeah.
He's specifically a dentist. And I think he's the one who gave him the grill too.
He's also weirdly buff.
Oh yeah. So that's
he is
the
a
thing.
real doctor, but he's like a celebrity, like the equivalent of an ambulance chasing lawyer, but a celebrity chasing dentist.
Yeah.
Who wants to get one and then get him fixed on something, so he has to keep coming back to him to get the treatments.
Yeah, you remember Kanye replaced all of his teeth with titanium?
Yeah.
He's the dude that did that for him.
Oh.
Which obviously he encourages Ye to make good decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% good decisions.
I guess another good example is like the American Idol stuff. Those contracts were absolutely awful. We know several people in Mississippi, actually 2 winners of American Idol Mississippi, who went and did nothing because of the Idol contracts.
Yeah. I wanted to be on American Idol when I was a kid. That was
funny
such
thing
like an
about
appeal.
American Idol. Yeah, funny thing about American Idol is like you want to be second. You want to win the second place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they don't sign a contract with you, but you get all the exposure.
Oh yeah,
so you get to actually have like every.
So then other record labels will come and be like, hey.
Yeah. So like as far as I'm aware, basically a lot of the second place winners are way more successful than any first place winner of American Idol has ever been.
What does American Idol do if you win? What's the contract?
They make you sign a contract that like essentially says any music you produce from like for so many years is theirs. You cannot produce anything unless like they're allowing it. It's just a lot of like really strict rules that essentially shut you out of the industry.
Jesus. So basically you either grind like hell for the American Idol people and hope you come out live on the other end and still have a career, or
you do what everyone else does
you.
and just don't do anything until the contract is over.
And I wonder how long the contract is. Like
if it's like 2 or 3 years, like even if it's like 2 or 3 years in this fast-paced world, even back when internet was as slow as it was when American Idol was super popular, like that would kill it. If you didn't hit while the iron is still hot, then no one cares about you anymore. You know?
Do you think that there are some celebrities that we've kind of grandfathered in? Like, for instance, there's a lot of like the new celebrities now tend to get like 5 minutes of like fame, and then we're on to somebody else. But like, I feel like there are some celebrities that are kind of grandfathered in from the mid 2000s that we're.
Oh yeah, I do know what you mean.
That we won't let go.
Yes,
like Ryan Reynolds and Ben Affleck.
Well, I think Ryan Reynolds has actually kept pretty relevant, funnily enough. But yeah, like Ben Affleck and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Or Tom Cruise.
Yeah, like Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, how does Tom Cruise still have a it has to be Scientology. It has to be the church keeping his like career going.
It has to be, yeah.
Because they need him to get that extra support.
But I'm like George Clooney, stuff like that. Like people like who should probably just not be
retired.
Yeah, who should just not be relevant anymore. That is only because they
But then
were
there's like Michael
celebrities in the
Caine.
past.
No, then there's stuff like Michael Caine who was in Zulu, you know, and then he's also in Batman in his 80s. Like there are people who like their entire life is being an actor, and you could say that they're grandfathered in, but they're not. They're just have always been an actor, and people forget about them sometime while they're 50, 60 years old, and then they show back up when they're 80 and do something. Morgan Freeman's kind of not done anything for a while.
Recently, but
Yeah,
he's
but
really old and stupidly rich.
Huh? So he didn't get grandfathered in. He doesn't really apply, but I see what you mean. Like they're definitely like, how is Lady Gaga still famous? She's going to be in the new Joker movie. Yes.
How is she Harley Quinn?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Lady Gaga's still huge.
She's a
How
good
is she
actress.
We're gonna see.
Okay.
I've never seen her
She's
act
been in
anything.
other movies, hasn't she?
I don't know.
Wasn't she
If
in
she hasn't, I've never seen them.
something with the guy who played Rocket Raccoon? That's a remake of some older movie.
I don't know.
So like
Look,
it was
look
about
up
music.
Lady Gaga's cinematography.
Her filmography.
Yeah, her filmography.
She was in Men in Black 2.
What?
Men in Black 3.
Yeah, as a joke.
Was she?
Yeah, it was just a brief, like, you know, clearly Lady Gaga's an alien joke. You know.
Sin City,
They did
Lady
that in,
Gaga, House of Gucci.
They did that in Men in Black 1 or 2 as well, because they had Michael Jackson come on because Michael Jackson wanted to be an agent, and they were just like, yes, we've been keeping an eye on you, but no, you cannot.
Is it just me, or does she not look like a little bit like Marilyn Monroe?
I think that's on
Not Marilyn
purpose.
Monroe.
I think that's
the
on
fucking
purpose.
The guy. Who's the guy?
Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, Marilyn Manson.
Those are two totally different looking human beings.
Does she not look
like Marilyn Manson?
like in the Gaga?
I mean,
like in
she's
that
a little.
poster.
She's got a little bit of that gaunt face that Marilyn Manson has.
Or
I
look
can
at
see
the
it.
look in the
Hotel.
top
This?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the hotel one.
yeah.
That, she does look a little like Marilyn Manson.
Or in
that.
Joker, she looks a little bit.
You know what, Will? You look a little bit like Marilyn Manson. How about that, huh? Does that make you feel good? You feel like a big man?
I can't remember. Is Marilyn Manson okay or not okay? I feel like he was okay for a while, but then had a recent controversy that made him not okay.
Yeah, he was like a
anymore.
rapist.
I
Yeah,
don't
I mean, like,
remember.
yeah,
Was he?
He's Bill Cosby. He's
Oh,
like, he's
no.
like, yeah, he's gothic Bill Cosby.
All right,
Oh,
well, I
is he
guess I'm
Cosbying
insulted.
people?
Yeah. Patrick, put up a picture of gothic Bill Cosby. All right. Well, that's the show, folks. Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.